I'll be saying the story of the poor cobbler and the magician. So once upon a time, there was a poor cobbler and he made very less money. He had so less money that he was not even able to eat decent meals at least a day. So he was very poor but he was very kind. One day, a magician approached him and asked to polish his shoes for free of cost. The poor cobbler, even though he was poor even though he has not made a single coin since the morning, he was very kind enough to offer him a free polish. And the magician was quite impressed. He was quite impressed by his behavior. Um, and after the polish was completed, he rewarded the cobbler with a magical goat and a magical cloak and magical cloth. Both of these are very powerful in their magic. And the magical goat can give you a continuous supply of gold, whereas a magical cloth can give you anything that you dream of to eat. It can give you your favorite dishes, or it can give you anything that you ask for, and you just need to ask for it. For example, if you want the gold from the goat, you need to say, "Gold, please, goat, please give me good fortune," and the goat shakes and starts giving you gold. And the same applies for the magical cloth. Um, the cobbler was very excited, and he tested it out on spot, and both of them really worked. He got some gold. Gold from the goat, and he got his favorite dishes from the cloth. After eating, he decided to go to his home. And show his wife what he has got with him. But on his way, he also needs to go through his aunt's house, and his aunt was a greedy person. She always wanted everything that others had. So she decided to steal both of these magical goods from Bram. And by the way, the name of the cobbler was Bram. So she decided to steal the magical goods from Bram. And Bram did not know this. So he went inside his aunt's house as his aunt called him. And Bram explained everything to her. And after knowing, she said, "Oh, interesting. So maybe I'll test it out once." So she tested out. She tested the theory. She tested the theory that both of them are magical, and she found out that they really are. So she deceived Bram by replacing the real magical goods with similar and fake ones. And she also drugged Bram in the process. And Bram did not know any of this when he woke up, and he thought that the goods which he had with him were the real ones. So he took them and went to his home, and he explained everything to his wife. And while demonstrating them, none of them worked. So his wife thought that he was just mocking her, and she got very angry. And she got very angry. Um, so Bram was lost. He knew that both of these are working, and the magician was not a fraud, because he tested out both of these working in his shop. So he went back to the magician's house, and he complained and said about everything that has happened. And the magician knew that something was wrong with his aunt. So he gave Bram a magical feather that tickles you non-stop. So Bram took the feather, and in the same way, while going to his home, he was called by his aunt. So he went to the home, and he explained everything, and he gave the feather. And even he was very curious to know what this magical feather does. And just as she was thinking, um, the feather started to tickle her. For some time it was good, but after some time it was getting really harsh. She could not take it anymore, and she may even die. She could not stop herself from laughing, and she said the truth about everything. She hid both of them in a kitchen. Bram ran to the kitchen and got both of them and returned to his home. After some time, the magical feather it stopped by itself, and it returned to Bram in case if he needs any help in his future. Uh, Finally, his wife believed him, and both of them led a wealthy life. Even though they were very wealthy, they were always humble, given the hard work of Bram to reach this situation. They were really kind, and they were really helping towards everyone. Thank you.